What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about tips on how to set up your intermittent fasting schedule for weight loss. Let's talk about it. So first things first, you need to look at your daily schedule. And I'm not talking about your daily fasting schedule. I'm talking about your normal schedule, as in what do you normally do throughout the day. This could mean what you do for a living, for example. Do you go to school? Do you have kids? When do you have the most amount of energy? And of course, when do you have the most free time? Things like that. You don't need to ask those exact questions, just pretty much what do you do on a daily basis? I'll just use myself as an example. When I'm working, it's typically
11 hours out of my day,
starting from 4 to 6 p.m. until 3 to 5 a.m. Somewhere around there. It really depends. I don't go to school currently. I don't have kids, meaning I have more free time. I have the most amount of energy in the morning. That is, if I was at least able to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So, taking all these things into consideration, how do I apply all that when setting up an intermittent fasting schedule for weight loss? First, you need to know what schedule that you want to stick with. In my case, I prefer 19-5, which is where I fast for 19 hours and have an eating window of 5 hours. And the way I would set that up would look something like this. I would start my eating window around 6 p.m. simply because I want to push my eating window as far as possible. In other words, as close as possible to my bedtime, so that when the time comes for me to lay my head down, I'm going to be sleeping a majority of my fast. Easy, right? And if I were to do that earlier, let's just say 4 p.m., if I wasn't eating the right foods and always ate at random times during my eating window, I would have a higher chance to binge eat because my eating window will end earlier, which, as we know, is not good. Yeah, that's fine for some people, but most people start to feel hungry, especially when they end their eating window too early. So push it as far as possible, preferably closer to bedtime. Now, when it comes to when you should eat, I usually keep my meals 2 to 3 hours apart, but depending on your schedule, it might look a little different. I also want to say, don't just eat whenever you feel like it. Actually take the time to sit down and plan everything out. It makes things a lot easier, and you can prevent overeating by doing so. As far as what to eat, preferably healthy, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter as long as you're in a caloric deficit. The next part is pretty self-explanatory. Just start fasting. Don't forget to drink a lot of water. And again, I really want to emphasize, make sure you're in a caloric deficit, because if you aren't, none of this will work. But anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. And if you would like to learn more about intermittent fasting for weight loss, be sure to check out this video right here. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, consider subbing if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like if you found it helpful, and comment down below letting me know, what does your fasting schedule look like? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.